My name's Cory Stockton, and I'm the lead game designer on World of Warcraft, and we're here at BlizzCon talking about Warlords of Draenor.
So Cory, will there be more focus on a 5-man raid system than in Mist and Pandaria?
We love the dungeon system in WoW. We're going to continue moving forward with everything that we've had before as far as being able to queue with friends. We have a large number of dungeons. We've got 9 dungeons in the game at launch. As far as the focus goes, they've always been a core focus of the game. We don't plan to pull away from dungeons at all. We really feel like that's something that it eases people into our raiding experience. There's no way that you can do a raid unless you've really done dungeons first to learn how the whole system works. So yeah, I mean, we're continuing to embrace it, and we'll continue to move forward with more dungeons as we work through the cycle.
And how long will players have to experience the expansion before they can get into their garrison?
That was a super key important thing for us to make sure that we got players into the garrison as quickly as possible. So it's actually right after you finish the intro TANAAN experience, which we think for most players will probably be about 20 minutes, half an hour. And at that point, the very first place you go is to establish your garrison.
Now, you guys did a remarkable thing with the mounts, where the mounts are now count-wide. Any plans to do that for transmogged items?
It's definitely something we've been thinking about for a long time. We realize that transmog can be a pain for people to have to handle so many items and so many things. The thing on our end is we want to figure out a way to solve it that makes sense, and we want to solve it in the right way. I think a lot of people are familiar with what Diablo 3 did with their transmog system, where it basically stores the items. We love that idea, but we'd like to figure out a way to do that for WoW. We just have to take the time and figure out, how are we going to do it? How does that fit WoW? But it's definitely something that's in the forefront that we want to be able to figure out in the near future.
So Cory, in terms of gameplay, what's been your biggest philosophical shift from gameplay from Mist to Pandaria to Warlords?
I think coming out of Mist, one of the main things that we knew we wanted to do was create a more non-linear experience. A lot of the questing, there were alternate things that you could do in Mist, but I think a lot of us felt like we wanted to give players more options of a way to play a zone. And so we really focused on that in Warlords. So every time you go to a zone, we open up multiple paths for you to take. So when you play a different alt character and come back through that zone later, you'll have a chance to play a different experience. You won't play it the exact same way. That's something that we realized over time that we really wanted to focus on. Pandaria had a very strong story, strong storylines that we wanted to carry through those zones. And storylines are great, we definitely want to support strong stories, but at the same time, we want to give players more options. So they have different ways to do things. So that was something we really focused on here in Warlords.